feeling better than ever. We can head out to the Tiger Palace this instant.
No, Tezu. We can't do that yet. Not until you fulfill your filial duty.
What the heck are you talking about? Filial duty? You mean my father?
How do you think he managed to survive? It's all thanks to your old man who pulled through with the ritual despite his age. So stubborn. But the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, it seems. I asked your father to come meet you here, but he still won't budge.
My father. He seemed to have been born for Mount Tebek. Or rather, for Sangoon. He praised Sangoon to those who climbed Mount Tebek, and guided them safely on the path from tiger attacks. Sometimes, Sangoon and my father sat side by side on top of Bombawi, and watched the sunsets sink behind the mountain. As a child, I both feared and revered Sangoon. One morning, during a winter storm, my mother passed away while I had left the house for a brief moment. Her body bore the clear marks of a tiger attack. That's when I saw Sangoon disappearing into the distance. I drew my bow immediately, but my arrow fell short. I was overcome with rage and sorrow, and I collapsed, weeping loudly. Just then, my father arrived. He lifted my chin and slapped me across the face. He said, "How dare you draw your bow at Sangoon?" Have you completely lost your mind, Father? Mother is dead because of a tiger attack! Your wife died in her home, torn to pieces by a tiger, while you were busy serving those damn tigers!
This is heaven's will, which cannot be opposed. You're my son. Why can't you realize this?
Damn this house! Damn this family! Enough of this mountain guide job! I'm quitting! That man said that I had committed a sin for threatening the Mountain Lord. I felt sick to the core after hearing those words. And I cut all ties to my father. I still can't understand how he could spout such nonsense. After having lost his one and only wife, gnawed to bits by a tiger. And now that fool saved me from the Changi's grasp? Perhaps that too was the will of the great and almighty Sangoon.
Tezu, all children have a duty to respect their parents. Don't be like this. Go find your father and hear the truth of that day.
The truth? Sure. I'm sure there were things that were left unsaid. But what about the bruise he left on my heart when I was just a child?
Hey! Hey! There's been an incident. Old Man Mansu has been taken by government officials.
Huh? What are you talking about? For what? What could he have possibly done?
Tezu, let's go to the government office first. Then we can head to the Tiger Palace. Got it? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be at the base camp? I'm sorry I dragged you into this.
How dare you interfere with the Sato's interrogation!
Sheesh, what's the rush? Hold on a minute. What kind of crime could old man Mansu possibly have committed? He's lived his entire life up in the mountains.
What are you doing?
Oh, and now you're to defend the guilty? Joe Monsu here has committed 2 crimes!
What are you doing here?
The defendant conspired with Beyond the Butcher to illegally breed and distribute snakes. Therefore, the licensed snake catcher starved for days. He was greedy and only concerned with satisfying his own needs at everyone else's expense.
Your lordship, I'm not trying to protect the defendant. It's just that I just can't let some things stand as truths when they aren't. This person here doesn't have a greedy bone in his body. He's got no money, and he's never even bought his own wife a ring. He's just a mountain guide who has worshipped Sangoon for his entire life. Why would he suddenly develop a desire to prey on people?
Tesu! What are you doing here?
Well, of course there's a witness. Joe Monsu, do you know these people?
I certainly do remember them. They were the ones who not only poached all the snakes in Donghae Province, they also went as far as catching and selling all the snakes in Bade Forest.
Oh my! What did he just say? Does that mean that the snake I had, it wasn't a snake that had drunk the blessed water?
You rotten old man. Your Honor, he's the one. He's the one who told us to get lost. That Mount Tebek was his domain.
You're saying he was forgetting his duty in crossing the line? And that he was trying to hog all the snakes of Donghae Province for his own sake?
You snake hunter scoundrels! How dare you speak lies? Aren't you afraid of the heavens? Feasting on ill-gotten gains from secret deals. Mark my words. I'm fully aware of your schemes.
Additionally, Joe Monsu violated the curfew order. I heard the petition of the scholar from Byoke was delivered to the capital at night. Everyone in Donghae Province knows that you are the only person who has mastered the paths of Mount Tebek. Who else but you would dare to cross the mountain teeming with tigers at midnight?
A petition? I've never heard of this. I live only for the mountain and know nothing of a petition.
Younger, if what you claim is true, you were not involved in our dispatch. We are a special forces unit that operates independently of the King's orders, which means preventing tiger attacks is the most important thing for this country. And how is it that we weren't called upon until recently? Was the curfew imposed to prevent anyone from calling us? And that implies that there's something we Stripe folk should be blind to regarding the happenings of Donghae Province.
General!
You're mistaken, General Ahong. The curfew was announced publicly in relation to the criminal investigation of Moodle Village. And if I'm honest, it was to prevent the spread of the Odukshini. You must know the Odukshini, they're like a contagious disease. Furthermore, the reason for not calling upon the Stripe folk was not intentional, but rather because you are His Majesty's personal guard. The Black Death looms once again, while Lord Bunghuang still slumbers on Mount Ashi. Who will protect our frail king, if not you? And General, I, Lee Dok-su, am the Lieutenant General of the Donghae Province. As soldiers of His Majesty, it is also your duty to follow my orders and guidance. Listen up, Tiger Slayers! Entrance to the Tiger Palace is now prohibited. Until further notice, everyone should prepare to return to their homes.
Your lordship, the Changi who serves as Sangoon's right hand has been defeated. If Sangoon's powers have weakened, what are we waiting for?
You've always been a man of spirit, Tesu. That's why I like you. But You grew up alone, having to fight for everything you have. I'm sure you haven't forgotten how you've had to earn your place. I have high expectations of you, and I am always watching. The dispatch was unexpected, and our budget is already tight. Even if we were to ask the people to help accommodate you, there would be more emaciated villagers than dead tigers. I will soon decide how to best utilize you. Be patient and have faith in me.
Your lordship, please withdraw your order!
Please, be reasonable! Withdraw your order, your lordship!
We don't know if it was because of the tiger attacks. But the cries have not stopped throughout the Donghae province. From Gumiho, the Songakshi, the Nduokshini, and even the Gusensei. Even the Bamboo Legion, protectors of this land, have turned their backs on us. However, at some point, the crying finally began to subside. Pombawi Valley is the only tear-soaked land that remains. To bring peace back to our lands. To send down the Stripe Folk. Isn't that the will of the king?
Yeah, that's right! We can hold on a little longer!
Hey, Stripe Folk, whatever you need of us, we believe in you!
We can feed the bellies of our stripe folk! What's a little hunger to us?
When did you all? I'm giving you 3 days. Take care of it. I've heard a lot about you. Impressive. I've never seen you in person. Strange. I feel like we've met somewhere before. But that would be impossible. I'm aware of your contributions. Let's have a drink together soon. I'll be looking forward to it.
Captain Ahung said that someone is going to be watching us. That the sound of the waterfall is going to mute everything we say. The young gun tried to drag my father into this case with Mr. Byun, the butcher. I kept wondering why. Why him? I was already investigating Mr. Byun. I have an idea as to his whereabouts and what he's been up to. Strangely enough, it seems he's recently run off. But he's probably still within the province.
Come to think of it, why did the Hyungam try to drag Mr. Byun into this? He seemed like a quiet guy who just minded his own business.
It was the first day the Yungam of the East gathered his troops in Bombawi Valley. It was the day right after the annual Grand Town ceremony. They say people were reporting tiger attacks ever since then. And that means something must have happened during the ceremony. So I started looking into people who were there. And strangely, every single one of them either died, became Changi, or had taken off to some place. She said she remembered an accident, but she didn't remember anything else. She was in the middle of praying, and next thing she knows, she's waking up in her home. When she asked the people about what happened, they said that she had lost consciousness, and that Sangoon fainted shortly after. I thought that there would be at least one person who was still alive besides the old lady.
what made Mr. Byun run away? And why is Old Man Mansu being brought into the picture alongside him?
My father has no money, no power, no influence. So why is the government pushing this in such earnest? Why make him their patsy? They only took action when Mr. Byun had gone into hiding. As if things would fall apart if they were to catch him. And the lying snake catchers, they're suspicious too. I don't know who's lured them into making up lies about my father.
That's right. I swear, I've seen him with my own 2 eyes. Those snake catchers went into Body Forest, just like Old Man Mansu said. Also, snakes were moved to the Honorable Chue's house at the hour when ghosts are said to start haunting. And there was some sort of agreement between the Honorable Chue and the snake catchers. But, Captain, did I just hear you say father? It seems that you've warmed up a little, huh?
Don't waste my time with your nonsense in a situation like this. If you already knew that, why didn't you speak up earlier?
Who would believe someone like me who's got no connections here? It's not like we outnumbered the prosecutors. They were not so close that I'd stick my neck out for you.
So who filed the petition to send our troops? If it wasn't the scholars, or Old Man Monsoon.
I seriously have no clue. But it doesn't matter at this point. It's a calling from the heavens.
What do we do now?
Tesu, I'll look for the butcher, Mr. Byun. You're aware of the tracking skills of Stripe Folk, aren't you? Why don't you and Dulce investigate the Honorable Chue family? There must be a reason why the snake catchers were dropping by so often.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. We broke one of the junk books there and there was a ledger inside. Something's definitely up with them. If both of us leave together, we might look suspicious, so I'll go first. Gee, I sure am hungry. Perhaps I'll pack a spoon and join the Honorable Chue's feast.
I'll get ready to interrogate Mr. Byun. When the job is done, let's meet at my father's house.
Chue. He has the memory of an elephant. He recognized me from last time and kicked me out. What do we do now? I don't know. The Honorable Chue loves gambling, so I bet he knows every single game there is. The game you said. Is it something that can bring the entire family out to the yard? If not, I can't search his house. Hey, you! Come here for a second! The Honorable Chue. He is the...
Hey, buddy! Have you lost your hearing? I still have that bruise I got last time we met. Hey, what are you... Oh, gee, I got nothing to do with this.
Oh, then who might you be? And since when did the Honorable Chue home become a public recreation center? What? Did you say game? And you think you'll win? I guess you haven't heard about me, have you? I, Chue Nolbu, have never lost a game since childhood. Spinning tops, Yudnori, tug of war, you name it. I've never been outdone. And with this confidence, you're challenging such a peerless man. If you're planning some scheme, I'll have every bone in your body broken. All right.
Let's see what you've got. I'm ready whenever you are. Did I just lose? Noble doesn't lose. Fine. Consider it a warm-up. Let's go again. You call this a game? I haven't seen such a stupid game in all my life. Was anyone around? I, Nobu, played no game. You must have lost your minds. How dare you lowlifes dream of playing games with a young bun such as myself? Get out now, or you'll regret it! Get out!
Traveler, that was amazing! They were so absorbed that I managed to slip by. Okay, shall we take a look at what's written in the ledger? I ain't the strongest reader, so you take a look, Traveler. How about a round of yar with me next time, eh? But, who are those little facial sketches on the cards of? Oh, those people are, where you're from. Banana Nosu? I'll make sure to remember them. Okay, shall we take a look at what's written in the ledger? I ain't the strongest reader, so you take a look, Traveler. Looky there, they wrote it up in Hangul so people like me could read it too. Huh? The butcher Mr. Byun's name is on this list. Chungyoje. That's the name of the Hyungam's private residence. Oh no. Did all that profit from the snakes go straight into his pocket? This is getting complicated. Mr. Byun's gone, no? And they were trying to cover it up by blaming Old Man Monsu. They claim to be helping those poor folks who lost their homes to tiger attacks by hiring them as snake catchers. But in reality, they were exploiting them. Oh, where did I hear about that? Lady Yunhua told me about it. Anyway, I wonder if the Yongam of the East knew about this. I'm sure he was just trying to help in the beginning. And the Yongam was going behind the people's backs. Hold up. Wasn't it the Yongam that gave the snake catchers exclusive hunting rights? Well, let's go back since we found something. We're at the mercy of God knows who if we get caught.
Found this in the Honorable Chui house? What is happening to this country? This will all come to an end soon. Captain Ahong found Mr. Byun and brought him back. You there! Speak the truth or else! What have you been up to?
It seems covered up his scent by smothering rotten meat all over himself. That's how he was able to get away from the tigers and the Chunky.
See, Traveler? I told you. I said Mr. Byun stank to high heaven.
Please spare my life. I don't understand a single word you're saying.
This man here doesn't know to fear the heavens. Traveler, rid him of his foul odor. If you don't tell the truth, I will throw you into the tiger's den. The scent of your fresh flesh will surely excite the tigers in Changi. If you don't tell the truth...
I'll tell you everything! Everything I know, I swear! The reason why Sangoon fainted at the ceremony was because I spiked the meat with an exotic liquor from across the ocean. They say if a tiger drinks such liquor, it gets dead drunk. So I mixed some of it into the pork. But as soon as Sangoon fell to the ground, the skies grew dark, and strange black things poured out from the Tiger Palace. Oh, Dukshini?
So this was all about someone trying to steal the cub from Sangoon? But who? Why would anybody do that?
I just did what I was told to do. Why would a Baekjong like me know anything?
Yeah, we know. So just tell us who put you up to this. If you don't tell us, you'll have to pay the price.
Please spare me. I really don't know anything. I have a wife and an elderly mother as well.
Family? How dare you talk about family? Do you even know how many households have been torn apart by tigers? You think you could blabber like that in front of Sangoon? Take this guy and bring him to the Tiger Palace. We're heading there right now.
But, Captain, didn't the Yongam of the East tell you to wrap it up and head down? To forget about entering the Tiger Palace?
I never had any intentions of following his orders in the first place. I shall deal with Sangoon once and for all. I kept my mouth shut, thinking they might just lock me up if I said anything. They can do whatever they want with me, but only after I'm done with Sangoon. And it is inhumane to back down after knowing the truth behind everything. I shall uncover their secret and make them pay for their sins of having deceived everyone.
A lady I met earlier told me that the bodies of those who died from tiger attacks were filling a pit. Those in charge, I couldn't see any sign of sadness on any of their faces. Something is rotten in the province of Donghae.
Of course! I knew you'd understand. All right then, let's retake the Tiger Palace! Today, you have gathered here to celebrate your hard work. And to return to your hometowns, as the Yongam has ordered. Although the tiger attacks continue to ravage the land, we must obey the orders of our superiors and disband. You all know that by the direct command of Warden Daksu, the highest authority in Donghae, entry to the Tiger Palace is forbidden. Disobeying his orders will undoubtedly have grave consequences. For his word is law and beyond reproach. But I know you've all heard the rumblings from in front of the government office. The daring voices of the people shouting at the Warden of Donghae. The voices of those who are willing to take the food off their family's table and give it to us so we can stand against the tiger attacks. We are a unit that moves without the King's orders. With this great power comes great responsibility. So, how could we turn a blind eye to the desperate cries of our people? Are you going to ignore that duty?
No, sir! We know who we are!
That's right. We are the Tiger Slayers! And what do?
We take down tigers!
For what reason do we take them down?
To protect our families and neighbors!
That's right. Luckily, a few soldiers, including Captain Ahong, have agreed to join me in this journey. Therefore, I, Joe Tesu, will lead the charge! Who will follow my lead?
We will follow, sir!
Who will bring me Sangoon's head?
I will, sir!
Today, you have gathered here to celebrate your hard work. And to return to your hometowns, as the Yongam has ordered. Although the tiger attacks continue to ravage the land, we must obey the orders of our superiors and disband. You all know that by the direct command of Warden Daksu, the highest authority in Donghae, entry to the Tiger Palace is forbidden. Disobeying his orders will undoubtedly have grave consequences. For his word is law and beyond reproach. But I know you've all heard the rumblings from in front of the government office. The daring voices of the people shouting at the Warden of Donghae. The voices of those who are willing to take the food off their family's table and give it to us so we can stand against the tiger attacks. We are a unit that moves without the King's orders. With this great power comes great responsibility. So, how could we turn a blind eye to the desperate cries of our people? Are you going to ignore that duty?
No, sir! We know who we are!
That's right. We are the Tiger Slayers! And what do?
We take down tigers!
For what reason do we take them down?
To protect our families and neighbors!
That's right. Luckily, a few soldiers, including Captain Ahong, have agreed to join me in this journey. Therefore, I, Joe Tesu, will lead the charge! Who will follow my lead?
We will follow, sir!
Who will bring me Sangoon's head?
I will, sir!
But it is a soldier's duty to obey. And so, as ordered, the Tiger Slayers will disband. Return to your hometowns, cultivate your land, and take care of your parents, wives, and children. From this moment forward, we are mere civilians. Dulce, Traveler, will you be my witnesses? So, any civilians looking to slay a tiger? Tiger Slayers, with me! And so we begin the hunt of the Tiger King, Sangoon, starting now! What do you think?
Is this the Tiger Palace?
I can't feel Sangoon's presence.
What could he be up to if he's not here? I guess he's off taking a break somewhere. However, if we offer you up as a sacrifice, I'm sure he'll be back in no time. Let's head in. When I was young, my father said to me, Sunbeam warriors who proved their bravery and wisdom were rewarded greatly by Sangoon in this palace. This is all in the past, but...
Long ago, over a setting sun, Bong Huang of Mount Ashi created this Tiger Palace. Spoke of appointing Sangoon, the beast capable of swallowing the Night Stars, as the protector of Donghae Province. This is the last star of twilight from Mount Ashi. Therefore, Sangoon has no choice but to answer the call. wisdom or your courage. I am the ruler of the Tiger Palace of Tebek, Sangoon! I'll make you regret ever setting foot in this place. You'll soon be torn apart by my teeth.
me, Sangoon! You can take anything you desire, but not him, my one and only son. If it would silence your sorrowful heart, unleash your rage on me!
Father! Now! We must go now! It's our only chance! Father!
You damn traitor! Now you can speak up! Whose fate did you seal?
I'm sorry.
You watched them all die! I'll be sure to throw your body to the tigers!
No! I don't want to become a Chongi! I will tell you the truth. It was the Yungam of the East and the Hyungam. My family was being held hostage. I had no choice.
They say that if you bring a tiger cub into your home, your family will carry that bad fortune for generations. Why would you do such a thing?
I don't know what else to tell you. I swear that's all I know. No, please, just spare my family. I beg you.
I shall take care of the dead slayers. Can you arrange a funeral rite for my father?
I vow to take the tiger's roar may spook the horses, but not me.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm sorry for your loss. We managed to take down the giant Chungi, but I had no idea how great Sangoon's sorrow truly was.
Tesu, stop the funeral! Your father is still alive, and he's with Sangoon.
What did you say? Old lady, is that true?
Yes, but we don't have much time. They're both severely injured, so we have to make a decision.
All Sangoon wanted was his baby back. If we send the cub back to the palace, the tiger attacks will stop.
No. We don't have time for that. It's not just for my father's sake. There are also families of soldiers who lost their lives battling the tiger attacks. Now is our only chance to take him down for good, and put a stop to these tiger attacks once and for all!
no idea about the tiger cub. I swear on my worthless life. Pierre? Will you spare my life if the case comes to an end?
How can you still try to make a bargain with us? We will butcher you alive if you don't tell us the truth right this moment!
Let me talk! I remembered something. After the day of the Grand Town ceremony, I met a couple of smugglers from Pier. I just met them to get the money I lent them. And I heard them say something about a tiger cub.
You've been doing some real dirty work. Now tell us, how can we meet those guys?
A few coins in the pocket of the Ebong might do the trick. Don't tell him I told you this.
How did it all come to this? Are you kidding me? Unraveling lie after lie, like rows of fish hung by a thread.
Apologies. I really needed the money.
According to my father's log, Sangoon goes over to Nopsit Pass every day at dawn. And Sangoon feasted on fresh dew and reddish grass. Plump sheep were fed to the cub.
I'll make straw dolls to liberate the Chongi when Sangoon's rage is no more.
I'll look for something to bribe the Ebong with. Will you bring some food for little Sangoon traveler?
Possible.
huh? Why are you carrying a live sheep? That's suspicious. Get them! Oh, indeed. We officers are not paid, but we work hard nonetheless. Your hands are quite calloused, I see. Seems like you're loading it on that foreign ship. Go before anyone notices. You have permission to pass.
I was afraid we came all the way here for nothing. I thought we might not be able to pass. Yes, of course. I squeezed all the info on the smugglers out of the butcher, Mr. Byun. You really look like you belong here now, seeing as you were able to get here without much trouble, traveler.
Long time no see, Mr. Kim. You're not with those no-good smugglers, are you?
No way, no how. What brings you here, Princess?
As you can see, we're trying to get some information out of them. Do you know what happens to those who get on the wrong side of us, Dokebi? We shall record your crimes in the annals of our history. Then you shall forever be punished by us, generation after generation.
Please forgive us for our crimes. We shall tell you of all our sins, Princess.
What's all this commotion about? Hey, Princess, we need a word with them as well.
You, Mr. Kims, do you realize what reckless deed you've done? How could you even think of smuggling little Sangoon?
I wasn't sure but I'm glad you're here now. Thank you for all you're doing, Princess.
While I give these lowly beings a good scare, bring me whatever they threw into the sea. The forest cabby told me that a Pungmul troop passed by Sumul. Yes, the Pungmul troop were told to move little Sangoon from Nampo all the way here to Dalep here.
Why was it the Pungmul troop who were asked? Wait, that can't be. To fool the Dokebi by hiding the roars of a tiger with the sound of music.
Oh, Mr. Kim, there's more. They even tried to sell little Sangoon to a foreign ship, though they failed. Ha! Ha! What were you trying to hide and why? Mr. Kim, will you take a look at what I asked of you before? Shaika 2? What kind of awful name is that? Is this truly the name of the man who wanted to buy little Sangoon?
That seal, Idoksu, the Yongam of the East? Did he finally go mad? Why would he do such a thing?
Yongam of the East? That Mr. Yi who lives in that big house? Why would he even try to make money off of little Sangoon?
Yongam again, eh? Getting real tired of hearing that name. Where's little Sangoon then?
Mr. Kim, tell me the truth now. Where did you hide little Sangoon? Do you need me to hit you with a stick to come to your senses?
My apologies. Stone Island in Body Forest.
Isn't that where old lady Bidi Gongduk kept all the ghosts? Why is little Sangoon there?
The umbral energy must have suppressed its cries. How cruel of you! Would you keep your child there? We'll take care of them while you go rescue little Sangoon. A living creature amongst the wandering, lonely ghosts. The spirits will not easily let go of the living.
how many times I come here, it gives me goosebumps. Do you think that little Sangoon is really here? Aw, little Sangoon.
Please, Sangoon, forgive the foolishness of our people and subdue your anger. Sangoon has forgiven us. Have straw dolls coated in boar fat delivered to every Changi to free them from their servitude and cleanse them of their resentment once and for all. Great majesty stretching upward toward the sky, Tebek rising for eternity. Take from our land this parent in anguish, whose terrible grief has burdened their soul. Let now our people be freed from their pain to live their lives in tranquil peace. Aye-Elsa! Aye-Elsa!
Anyways, what a relief that tiger attack is over. But where do you think that Tiger Palace artifact that Lady Yunhua asked us to find could be? I've looked everywhere for the relic, but no luck. Wait a minute. What happened to Old Man Monsu? You think they made up? I wonder what they're talking about.